Okay, so I literally posted my Owl House Season 2 news video like 15 minutes before the first batch of Season 2 episodes got announced, so this will be a quick video going over the synopses and my predictions. Premiering on June 12th, we have Separate Tides. Luz feels guilty about Ida losing her powers, so she sets sail in search of a lucrative bounty to help the Owl House. Escaping Expulsion on June 19th, when Amity's parents get Luz, Willow, and Gus expelled from Hexside, Luz strikes a dangerous deal with them to get them back into school. June 26th, Echoes of the Past. King's delusions of grandeur lead Luz, Lilith, and Hootie to a dangerous new island. July 3rd, Keeping Up A-fear-ances. Ida gets an unwelcome visit from a family member who puts a strain on everyone in the Owl House. And then the last of this batch, Through the Looking Glass Ruins. Gus tries to impress a group of cool kids from Glandis High, while Luz and Amity journey into the most dangerous section of the library. Keep in mind, this is how Disney releases their episode titles, so we have 5 now, and then we'll get the next 5 at a later date. But remember our episode title message from last season of which loses a true way? Well, now we have an addition of seek and a word starting with T. Not enough to go off of yet, but maybe the next word is the or truth. But hopefully with the next batch of episodes we can get a little bit more to go off of. Now in terms of these episodes, just going off of the synopses, these all seem amazing. They are coming out swinging hard for Season 2. We literally have Luz setting out as a sailing bounty hunter in the first episode, so that's a pretty high bar in terms of awesomeness. The picture used to announce the episode titles has a dock, so maybe this is where Luz sets sail. However, this could also be a location from Echoes of the Past, where Luz, Lilith, and Hootie set out for an island. Either way, we're getting sailing. Now, the next episode is highly anticipated because we are likely going to see Alador and Odalia Blight, and in their presumed first formal appearance, they get Luz, Willow, and Gus expelled. Definitely digging themselves into a deeper hole here. But this episode is going to be great because we'll likely get to see Amity's relationship with her parents outside of the flashback from Understanding Willow. And I'm also curious to see how Amity will react to Willow and Gus getting expelled. She'll obviously be upset about Luz, but I'm wondering how close she has gotten with the other two. Plus, how are Alador and Odalia going to react to Willow? Is that the thing that ends up getting them expelled, or is it something else? Also, what deal does Luz make with them? Alador and Odalia seem pretty conniving, so I can't imagine deals with them going well, but I am super excited for this episode, and it's only the second one. The third episode may have to deal with the big mystery of King's past. In the Deadline article released earlier today, King's past is one of the plot threads mentioned in the synopsis. Whatever it is, it may be connected to this mysterious new island. And man, look at the group for this episode. Luz, Lilith, and Hootie. Which means that the one truth and 2 lies from the stream Dana did a while ago may actually be Hootie leaving the Owl House as a truth. Maybe it'll be like the poster where he can just stretch infinitely, but my god, am I excited to see the comedic potential of Lilith and Hootie having to go on an adventure together. Up next, we have Keeping Up A-fear-ances. Now, in terms of the family member that will show up, I think it will be one of Ida's and Lilith's parents. After all, Ida did mention them in Convention, and maybe King has already met them before since he didn't seem too happy with them being brought up. I'm leaning towards the mother though, since we still have the mysterious name Gwendolyn floating around as a character appearing in Season 2. And though it's not the most solid evidence, Idolin and Gwendolyn do have similarities with their names. But if this family member showing up puts a strain on the house, I'm wondering how Ida and Lilith will react. It seems King already doesn't like them if it is one of their parents, so I can't imagine how Ida and Lilith would react. I'm wondering if it's a parents playing favorites scenario or something like that. Either way, Ida and Lilith are both such interesting characters, so I can't wait to meet a family member. And lastly, Through the Looking Glass Ruins. I'm glad Gus is getting another episode focusing on him. We haven't really had one since Something Ventured, Someone Framed. And I like that we're getting Glandis involved. I like it when shows build out the world and actually have other students from rival schools in episodes rather than just mentioning them. I'm wondering if Glandis has its own Human Appreciation Society and Gus tries to impress them with Luz, or Gus just really wants to be friends with the cool kids. But we also have another plot thread where Luz and Amity are in the most dangerous section of the library, which implies this whole episode may take place at the library. And the library was such a cool location the first time, so I can't wait to see what else is in there. But why are Luz and Amity in the most dangerous section anyway? Is it to help Gus impress the Glandis kids, or is it something else? There is also the obvious question if this episode will have the Azura book club we've all been wondering about. But I think it's great we're seeing our Hexside group hanging out with each other, at least for episode 2 and 5 of this season so far. I love them all so much, and especially with Amity getting closer with the group, I'm excited to see the different dynamics. And one last note are the images used in the second set of the synopses and the list of episodes. The statues look pretty old and the environment seems pretty secluded, so maybe this comes from the Through the Looking Glass ruins. The library is magical after all, so maybe Luce and Amity get sent here. The shot of Bonesborough could pretty much be from any episode, but if there is an episode happening at the library, that's probably the best bet for where this background might show up. But with that, those are my initial thoughts and predictions for the first batch of episodes. Once we get our second batch of episode synopses at a later date, I will of course do another video. But until then, thank you so much for watching, I hope you have a fantastic day, and until next time guys, take care.